Yes. What's up, everybody? Welcome to ITG Daily. Welcome back. It is not Brad. It is Scott. I just didn't change his info over. That's funny. I went, hey, you know what? We're missing something there. Let me fix this right now.
I could have some fun with that.
You're back, Scott. What is happening, man? What's going on? You had to move over the weekend. We had you kind of caught up. You're a little tied up over there, getting things settled in. You settled in now? You've been playing games? What's going on?
Almost settled in. Moving a whole house is a big deal, but I've got most of my set piece together. You'll see the back is quite plain, quite empty. I'm not sure if I want to just put the old symbol back up or change it up once more, but in any case, I just got the internet back,
which is
yesterday.
Nice. There is identity theft is no joke. There's Brad who joins us. What's up, Brad? That's right. You can join us live just like Brad is over on twitch.tv/theofficial ITG or on YouTube at Inside the Game Official over there. Otherwise, make sure to hit us up over on your podcast services. Thanks to our friends over at Fired Up Network and all those beautiful TV networks around the globe like Roku, Amazon Prime, and Samsung Plus, and a whole lot more. Scott, today's show is another good one. Of course, if you didn't catch the title, well, here it is. Hideo Kojima is not involved in the Metal Gear Solid remake. Shocker. Who didn't see that one coming? Will we finally see FABLE, Scott, at the Xbox showcase? We have to see, right?
Fingers crossed.
Oh, man. Yeah. And Sony is being investigated for its dominant position in the console market. I found that one kind of... Ah, man. What is going on? I think people are
the squeaky wheel gets the squeaky wheel gets the grease, but...
Yep. There's no squeaking over here. It's Hideo Kojima isn't involved in the Metal Gear Solid 3's remake. Konami confirms. A whole lot of K's going on there. I feel like it's Mortal Kombat going on, Scott. Jordan Midler over at VGC. Konami has confirmed without a K. I actually had a C there. We should replace it. I'm replacing it right now. Hang on. Capital K. Konami has confirmed that neither Hideo Kojima nor Kojima Productions is involved in the Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Speaking of IGN, Konami confirmed that the series creator would not have a role to play in bringing the series back to modern platforms. Quote, they are not involved. End quote. Konami spokesperson told IGN. Quote, however, the development team will work hard to create this remake and also the ports for the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection so that they can enjoy on multiple platforms by even more players all around the world. End quote. Scott, no surprise, really. Kojima is way caught up in other projects right now. He has no time to do this, nor does he want to, I think, even deal with Konami.
No, I believe Kojima and Konami are oil and water at this point. We're not going to get a mixture out of them ever again. And that is negative in some regards, but I can understand absolutely from the point of Kojima, at least. And I hope that we'll get something out of Kojima as time goes on. We'll still continue to get that kind of artistic inspiration.
Well, right now we know that Kojima himself is really kind of caught up working on whatever Death Stranding 2 is going to be, right? Like he's working on that. That's a deal with PlayStation. He's working on a deal with Xbox and has something else created over there, whatever that's going to be. Yo, you think we see that next week at Summer Game Fest?
Ooh, that would be a really good time to bring it out. And Kojima and Keighley are very good friends. This would be an excellent opportunity.
Yeah, this could be the showstopper in a sense for, I think, what Xbox kind of needs, right? Like they need something up their sleeve at this point after the crumble and the fall of what they're just kind of going through as of late.
So after the Redfall, you could say.
Oh man, yeah, absolutely. After that, we do need to see something, heavy swinging coming out for Xbox. This is when we get into the next subject here in a second. Before we get there, though, no surprise that Kojima and Konami did not part ways on good terms, right? Kojima had enough. He didn't even want to make Metal Gear Solid 5. Said he was already done, right? He was just kind of tired of working on that franchise, which is a heartbreaker because we all love the franchises so much. And it was such a departure from where we saw Metal Gear from like 1 to 4 and then 5 just go to this massive open world. Dude, as much as I love Ground Zeroes, right? Like the prologue to 5, I actually enjoyed Ground Zeroes more than 5.
That's interesting because it did have a different kind of identity at the time.
Yeah.
Like Ground Zeroes was a big mystery. It was like a tighter knit area. It was brand new, and that was really exciting.
Hmm.
Now, am I right in? I seem to have a memory of Kojima not finishing five.
But
Do you have any knowledge on that? I can't recall if he had finished the story or if it was handed
not
off.
really. Yeah, no, 5 was never really finished. 5 as a whole doesn't really wrap things up, right? Now, granted,
Yeah.
dude, I still not beat 5. I still have not beaten 5. Will I? I probably never will. Like, as much as I love the Metal
Oh.
Gear franchise, it's one of those games that just, to me, it just didn't, I don't know. I got so far and I was like, I'm out. I'm just out. As much as I love Metal Gear. It's kind of one of these days I'm just gonna have to go back and finish it. But we're just so caught up with everything else on the go. Dude, Tears of the Kingdom is out, right? Jedi Survivor just wrapped that up. Planet of Lana just finished that game. Like, dude, I'm wrapping up in so many other things. Metal Gear feels like a step backwards. Even though I have stepped back in time, Scott, because I just started Dishonored all over again. Man, does that feel good, right? But
Oh yeah.
wow. But yeah, here we are getting into Metal Gear. It's nice to see Konami finally pay attention to the fans and give us what we really want and give us a remake. It is sad and disappointing, but completely understandable that Kojima is not involved just because of the way that works. A little shocking, though, to be honest, that Konami themselves are the ones behind working on the remake. Not alone,
Yeah,
though,
I'm not
right?
sure. I'm not sure who would hand it off to though. Would that be a Blue Point? I don't
Yes, it would
know.
be a
I don't
Blue
know.
Point.
I don't know who I trust just
Blue
because it's
Point.
Metal Gear. It's the IP.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's Blue Point. That's your
I would
answer.
like to
That's
give it
all
to
you need.
Kojima Productions, but
Yeah, no, we also talked about Virtuous, I think, helping out with the development as well, right? They helped out with an amazing game. So they do have some help, which is good to see. Question is, when do we actually get it? And the other side, I think what they're trying to do to help kind of tie us over in the meantime, Scott, is that they're bringing us the Metal Gear Master Collection. What are your thoughts on this? Because
Mhm.
we've had this collection over the years, and then over the years, and then over the years, and here we go again. We're getting another iteration. I feel like they're dipping their toe in, kind of like GTA 5 in a sense, going, here, you can buy it again, right?
There is a little bit of that thought in my head, but I
Yeah.
was actually laying out my games just as part of this move, and I found that combination disc, the HD collection,
Right?
and that is 2, 3, and Peace Walker, I believe. Not number
Nice.
1, however, not number 4. So there's opportunity here. We could still get 1 and 4 added in. I think Volume 1 is supposed to be Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
That would be the first time we've seen Metal Gear Solid 1 since the PlayStation 1?
But it's,
PlayStation 2?
here's what I want. If Konami's going to do this, then they're going to do it properly, right? They're going to give us Metal Gear Solid Delta. We'll go with the Delta Remake Edition. Then start it as a remake from the ground up. That's what they're doing here. And then why not take the time and do that to all of them? Because at this day and age, Metal Gear 1 to play this remastered edition, dude, isn't what I want. It really isn't. Like, I
No.
don't want to play these games again. I want to play them with a newer standard, the move up, right? Like, we're now into PS5, not PlayStation 1, right? We're PlayStation 5. So give us
Yeah.
that leap in graphics, gameplay, controls, all audio. Like, there's so much they can do to enhance the experience and regrow the franchise of Metal Gear, the fandom of Metal Gear, and then give us that overall collection. And granted, this is going to take years to do, but dude, I
Mhm.
will wait for each one of these to be redone if they do it the way where they're supposed to. Right? They can definitely
Yeah.
launch this and have it fall flat on their face. Like, there is that opportunity too. Are you worried at all that Delta is going to suck?
Oh, Delta, I'm worried more about the volume collection, actually, just because,
Okay.
I'm not sure if we've seen that put together in ways after Grand Theft Auto trilogy.
Yeah.
Any sort of compilation game makes me really nervous, and it could be ported, like you said, that could just be a port straight over, but I think it would be much better to build that ground up because the games
Mhm.
are so old at this point. PlayStation 1 was more than 20 years ago,
I was going
about
to
20
say
years ago.
30, close to 30 at this point. I think we got to be getting close to 30. So,
Oh, am I older than a PlayStation 1?
hang on, I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up right now.
In any
PlayStation
case, I'm
1,
thinking if you took Wolfenstein number 1, the
94.
very first Okay. No, I just
94.
barely came in first.
Yes. Yeah. So it gives you that, right?
Oh,
But
I if Solid Delta lands, I think we have a very good chance of seeing at least 2 and 4 redone again. I don't think they'll go back as far as number 1.
oh man, really?
Is
That's
there dialogue in number 1?
oh, there's all kinds of dialogue in the number one. Man,
Like
there's
voiceover.
yeah, absolutely there is.
Okay.
Like they really need to go back, and now if they're gonna lead with 3, then they should go all the way back then from 1 to 4 and eventually 5, because by the time we get 5, we're on like PlayStation 6 or 7, right?
It
So
might be time to bring that back around, yeah.
yeah. And then you just put it out on like the download store, you put it up on the storefront and let people just download it, and it just sits there and it just keeps cashing in because people will hear about Metal Gear, Metal Gear, Metal Gear. When does Kojima come back and go, here's my spin-off of Snake?
Oh, a new Snake.
Yeah, right? Like it's his man, it's his baby, and it hurts to see that he's not
Oh,
involved, but I absolutely get it.
a new Snake is making me think of Phantom Pain some more. You haven't
Well,
beaten it. I'm not sure if you even know.
no, I don't. I just, yeah, maybe someday, dude. We should stream it.
Oh,
I should start all over.
I
We
know
should
a
stream
trivia.
it and just go. Maybe
I'd
that's what we'll do.
be down for that.
Yeah, right. Each day we'll just kind of
Hey,
pick
I'll
away
do
at it.
number 2 because I know you
Really?
don't like riding so much.
Man, he's horrible. He was a horrible character in 2. That was such a disappointment when we switched over from Snake to him, and I was just like, I'm out. Who is this wuss? I'm out of here. I did not like him, but
See,
he
for
came back pretty
myself,
good in 4.
for myself, he was just a Snake was a hazy memory at the beginning of the game. Who's that
Yeah,
guy? What's he all about?
nah,
Made Snake Eater really fun.
no. Dude, what people want to know, though, is what is Fable all about, and will it be at the Xbox Game Showcase this year? Grant Taylor Hill over at Insider Gaming. I was like, yeah, it's been a while. On Twitter, the Xbox profile shared a short teaser trailer that seems to suggest the new Fable game will make an appearance during the Xbox Game Showcase. It's something that many gamers batting for the green team have been excited about for a while, and it was during the 2020 Xbox Showcase that the Fable reboot was officially confirmed. Scott.
That's when we had just that logo flash.
It was the fairy flying through and then
Oh, up
nailed
above the trees.
by the frog, right? Gone. And it was
Okay.
will we finally see it this year?
I really, really hope so. What kind of a state could we expect though? If it was confirmed 2
Dude,
years ago,
it was confirmed 2 years ago. No, 3 years
I think
ago.
it was teased. Oh, that's right. My mistake. We are in 23 now.
Yeah.
Time gets away from you. But I'm thinking it 2018 or 19 then perhaps where it was the logo. Because I'm remembering that logo splash screen. That's all it was.
So nobody actually knew. Kyle says nope, we don't see it this year. Kyle, you really don't think we're gonna see it this year at all? That's an interesting take. I think we do see it at the showcase. Just from the Twitter account trailer, Microsoft needs it right now. Absolutely. Dude, they need a win. There's no doubt about it. And if they can launch Fable this year, I think you launch it holiday season. I'm hoping it is ready. I'm hoping it's been in development for 5 or 6 years. Also heard, though, that they've had some troubles over there creating this. This is Playground Games, the team behind Forza Horizon, who have never made a third-person action RPG before, which I think is what we're getting into now in this case, right, when it comes to Fable. So it definitely has a little bit concerns coming up, because really the last one, what did we get last, Scott? Fable Anniversary?
Yeah. Oh,
right?
That was so long ago now. That was an Xbox 360 reprint.
Yep. And it was so long ago that everybody wants this new Fable game, but yet we don't have anything on the table. All we've seen is that little fairy going through the stream and getting nabbed by a frog. And that is it. And you're like, okay, now we're 3 years later after you've shown us that. They've shown nothing. Absolutely nothing. So here's the thing. Obviously, they could show nothing. They could show us a little bit and give us like a status check on where they are with the development. But what we really need is to see the game played and then the game release date. That's what we
Ooh,
need, right?
gameplay is a whole extra step further. I would be satisfied as long as I get some sort of a story teaser, something rendered perhaps in engine, but
Yeah.
that would be just some sort of acknowledgement because I agree with you there. It has to be this short teaser has to do something. It has to have some function. Was it only just to grab mindshare? Perhaps it's not ready, but you can get a little, you can wring a little bit more out of that project at the moment.
No, man. Do
But then
you
setting up your fandom for disappointment, it would be an awful idea, in
well,
my
and
opinion.
they've already done that with Redfall, right?
Yeah.
So this is where Microsoft now is kind of walking this fine line with their fans of, well, will this, man, there's a lot riding on the showcase. There was a lot riding on PlayStation Showcase, and it was a complete flop. So many people
Oh,
disappointed, myself included. It was not the showcase we wanted. We haven't heard anything from PlayStation in so long. And then when we do, everybody's like, what was that? Like, that could have been just a state of play, really, at the end of
yeah.
the day. So Microsoft now has the opportunity to take back some mind share, win the fans back by a little bit, and hopefully showcase, where is this, Scott? Like, where is Fable? Dude, where is Avowed? Do we get
Mhm.
Hellblade 2 as well? Where's Senua's Sacrifice, right? Because we're now getting in that realm. Dude, that game has looked gorgeous forever, and we've seen a lot on that, but we haven't seen an actual confirmed release date. Where's
Mhm.
Avowed at? Where's that game status? How's that looking right now? Do we get a release date
That's
on that?
so it's so far back now that I'm forgetting what I even knew about Avowed.
We don't know much. That's the thing. We don't know much. There's a bunch of arrows that go and then it's over. Welcome to Avowed. Right? Like, this is it. So it's kind of like,
You just made me
what's
you
next?
just made me think of Heavenly Sword.
Oh, dude, that was a great
There's a
game.
game that could come back.
Oh, absolutely. What a fantastic game that was. But
Oh, Sony, I'm telling you, if you guys need advice, we're a well of ideas.
yeah, like, so Obsidian showed a small trailer. That's kind of it. That's all we know. What's next for Avowed? What does this look like? Do we see Avowed? Do we see Fable at the showcase?
I really hope for some Avowed. The timeline is mixed up in my head now. I'm not sure how long ago we even heard the last mention of Avowed, and
Same
how
time we
long has
heard
it been
Fable.
dark? Oh, yeah,
It's
that's
been
not a good
3
sign.
years. It's been 3 years
That
since we've seen anything
that
on
put
either of these games.
and Perfect Dark then, the 3 of them are in the same lifeboat.
Do you think we see Perfect Dark then next week at the showcase?
I'm trying to hold my expectations back, especially after PlayStation, so I'm really just hoping for some acknowledgement. That's the best I could hope for.
I
You know,
think.
a low cut camera, it cuts right up to Joanna Dark's face profile.
Mm-hmm.
Just looks at the camera, that's all I need.
That's it. Eh? Really? That's it?
Dr. Carl's voice.
If they are ready, they showcase gameplay of Fable. They showcase gameplay of Perfect Dark, and they tease us on Avowed. I don't think Avowed's close to being ready.
Mm.
From there, right? Well, we're getting Starfield this year. They show another small cinematic teaser on the next Skyrim. Is where I'm at. And whatever else is they're working on. They're going to show off Forza. Motorsport's coming this year, so they're going to showcase that. And they've already said that's actually coming. They got some new cars they want to show off. I'm not a car guy, so for me, it's just like, give me the Horizon series because I'm much more of an arcade guy. But
Mm.
it's going to be an interesting showcase. It's theirs to lose at this point. They have a lot riding on this one, Scott. But there's also a lot riding right now over on the world of PlayStation as Sony's being investigated. Weird. Over concerns about its abusing dominant position in the video game console market. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
This is Anne Marie over at Game Rant. The console giant is facing an antitrust probe by the Romanian Competition Council. Sony is being investigated by Romania's competition watchdog over concerns it's abusing PlayStation's dominant position in the console market by having digital games available through the PlayStation Store only and banning third parties from selling activation codes. It's their platform, Scott. I'm a little baffled by this. In a press release translated by and shared on Reset Era, the Romanian Competition Council said, quote, the competition authority has indications that Sony may have abused its dominant position in the video game console market, both by selling online video games compatible with PlayStation consoles exclusively through the PlayStation Store platform and by prohibiting the sale of game activation codes video capable with PlayStation consoles by competing distributors. End quote.
I'm not really sure of a situation where competing distributor releases a code. There's a whole lot of mystery for me to understand this even. It doesn't really appear to me that Sony is doing this to dominate their market. The money hatting issue is a whole other thing, and that's not included in this.
No, absolutely. Kyle's about time. Stop holding up Blizzard Activision already. He says. I get it. They are buying studios too, right? And the thing is, right now they're in conversations to buy up other studios, but until this Microsoft Activision thing is over with, they're not saying anything, right? Because they don't want to give Xbox more ammo to fight back with. And that's exactly what's going to happen. This deal will either happen or not. And then PlayStation is just going to go, yeah, signed, and then 3 more studios are now a part of PlayStation. That's what's coming. I'm telling you right now, that's definitely what's going to happen. But yeah, this whole thing here, he just has to be baffled. Dude, they have the right to do whatever they want. It's their platform. If you don't like it, too bad.
Yeah, I've never bought an Xbox game anywhere other than an Xbox platform or a Walmart, but that's physical.
Yeah, but Scott, speaking of PlayStation, I want to get quickly on to one more thing before we get into the games out today, because there's a list and a half of what's out today.
There is.
But Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart PC released, announced for July 26th. A DualSense and Ray Traced Shadows support confirmed as well. Scott, how excited are you? Finally, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, one of the most incredible first-party studio games now, being with Insomniac, that was a PlayStation 5 exclusive, now making its way over to PC. Super cool. Very excited.
Oh, another one. That's how I feel every single time it happens. Another one. I'm gonna have to buy the controller, if not the PlayStation.
That's you just take it. Take it. Just buy it.
I really do want the PlayStation. I'm not pretending I don't.
You definitely should buy it. Scott, we do have actually. Let's see if we can get in this one as well. I want to talk about it real quick. As it's the Devolver Digital Showcase confirmed for early June, the live stream will take place on June 8th at 6 p.m. Eastern as part of the Summer Game Fest. Dude, everything kicks off on June 8th. We'll be there. That comes in June 11th will be the Xbox, and Starfield Showcase will be a part of that. And then June 12th will be Ubisoft Forward. And something else we're missing will probably be a part of that too. So keep your eye open. We'll be here live on Twitch, live on YouTube, covering it. Make sure you come by and hang out with us as well for all of that. Scott, now let's get to it, because there is a quick... Well, man, there's a ton of games. What do we have
There's
today?
a ton of them.
Yeah.
We have Railbound has now made its debut on the Xbox One, X, and S. Astride is on PC in early access. Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2 is on PC. Decarnation, PC, PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox. Not Xbox. Nintendo Switch. Doomblade is on PC. I'm curious of the title of that one. Undead Horde 2, Necropolis, is now on the Xbox Series XS, the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. Candle Knight is on PC. No relation to Shovel Knight, I don't believe.
Nope.
Laser Pitium is on Xbox One, XS, PlayStation 4, 5, and the Nintendo Switch. The Tartarus Key is PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch. And Stasis Bone Totem is on PC. It is a packed up day today.
Man, like everybody said here, play our game. I find it interesting when so many games launch on one day. How do you stand out above the rest, right? There's a lot of competition right now. There's always so many games launching on each and every day. We can only cover so much on our show, and it's just like there's so many people, but there's so many options and opportunities for things to be played. Super cool, man. I love video games. What can I say?
Oh, it's the best industry there is, in my opinion.
Just like that, though, Scott. We're almost there, dude. How is your adventure going for Tears of the Kingdom? Real quick, what do you got?
Oh, I've had a really hard time. So I think I was going easterly to what has to be Zora's Domain, right? But that really long river just keeps beating me up. And I've discovered I think I have to make a boat and row down it. What am I thinking?
Yeah, good question. Dude, I found a cave.
Am I supposed to just fly everywhere?
And I got lost in it. Like, it just kept going and going. And then I went this way, and then I came back, and I went that way. And I was just like, I'm all over the place. Yeah, but just like that, you should be all over us each and every day when we're live over on Twitch and YouTube. But if you can't join us when we're live, hit us up later. InsideTheGame.ca podcast services and TV streaming networks around the globe. Until tomorrow, everybody, I'm Drew. That's Scott. He's back. We'll see you inside the game.